Hi guys, happy Mother's Day. It's day 52 of Savor at Home, and tonight we're going to try an Irish whiskey. We're actually going with Teeling whiskey. This is a small batch Irish whiskey. I picked this bottle up at Trader Joe's, and this was one of the whiskeys that we tried this weekend during our whiskey tasting. Now Teeling is produced in Ireland, and Teeling is a relatively new distillery. They opened up, I believe, in 2015, and they've been producing some pretty great whiskeys. They're one of the only distilleries in Dublin that's actually operating and distilling their own whiskey, which is really cool. Anyways, for this bottling right here, this Irish whiskey, it is a blend of both grain and malted barley. I believe it's a 3-to-1 grain to malt blend. And what that does is that gives you a little bit more of unique flavors coming through. You're getting some sweetness coming from the grain, some roastiness coming from the grain, whereas the malted barley is giving you a little bit more of rich toffee caramel notes. Now, after this is triple distilled, it is then matured in ex-bourbon casks for about 3 years. So in order for it to be called Irish whiskey, it has to be aged for at least 3 years. There's no age statement on this. But after it's aged in those ex-bourbon casks, it's then finished in rum casks for under 12 months. I don't know exactly how long, they just say under 12 months. So in total, it has to be aged for at least 3 years. Now, when they're using the rum casks, the whiskey is going to bring on some notes from the rum. So a lot of the times it'll be some fruity notes coming through, but you might be able to get some sweet molasses notes as well. Yeah, anyways. Let's dive in. So this is all I had left in the bottle after the tasting, so just enough for me to taste. But it does have a light golden color to it. Now for a whiskey that's not that old, that's matured in ex-bourbon and ex-rum casks, you kind of expect it to not have a lot of rich color, especially when it's aged in cold climates like Ireland. There's some light floral notes here, but what's coming forward so much is just like straight up cotton candy. A little bit of like a bubblegum aspect to it as well. No, I changed that to the juicy fruit gum. And some spice, some baking spice in here. That's fun. Yeah. The nose is really fun. There's lots of really wonderful warm notes. There's vanilla coming through, lots of honey, toffee, some baking spice as well. It's got a silky mouthfeel to it. It's 46% ABV, and it doesn't pack a punch at all. Yeah, it's really delicious. I'm usually not a fan of Irish whiskeys, but I think this one's really fun, very light, very inviting. And I highly recommend, if you have a Trader Joe's nearby, to pick it up, because you can't always find Teeling in every single liquor store, which is interesting. But for some reason they have it at Trader Joe's, and it's very affordable. And this is a nice whiskey to have at home. Yeah, thanks guys.